I usually bring like my brother. Well, what was that?
Yeah, just I have the little applause that usually comes on here. It said when the actual show comes on, like I'll have like little sound bites, and it's like a little applause, like hey yeah. It's like when I started doing this, I'm like I want sound bites in this show, and it'd be pretty cool. So when I downloaded this. Little program, it has its own sound bites built in, so I'm like, oh, applause, let me do this, and then it has like the little DJ air horn, and so I'm like,
Yeah.
I've had like two shows where I'm like, okay, I gotta at least try to find where I can use that once in the show. There's
Do it
always,
like you gotta do the air horn right at the end of my like song when I do like the resolve chord. Just like finish the song and just
yeah,
a
like
bunch of air horn
da, da,
sounds.
da.
Oh yeah, but I usually bring my brother or someone around so I feel more comfortable doing these things because it's like it's so hard to get my body to just start acting normal. I don't know why. I gotta like really have like a I don't know some sort of like some sort of like uh what would you call that? Like a is it like a totem like to keep around just to make you sort of feel normal?
Right. It's like you kind of like, with us being, guitar players, like when I was in like public speaking, it was always kind of like really hard for me to like, be up and do public speaking.
Mhm.
But when I'm on stage, I can talk and be comfortable because, I have a guitar in my hand. So I always felt like
Mhm.
I wish I could do my
You just
presentations
had
with
it
a
on.
guitar. So then I would have that like comfort. So like you're talking about, having like some type of thing with you. So like you can have like a nerve, like your nerves calm down, so that you can
Mhm.
be able to have some type of
Yeah, I usually have someone I look at out in the audience and I know
right.
and I just look into them all the time and like just because I know I can talk to them like a human being. So yeah.
I do that every once in a while too. That I'll be playing, and I haven't played on like big stages in a while, but like I'll be looking out, and I'll just start eye gazing on like one person, and I'll kind of just like, and then I'll be like forgetting like, oh crap, I gotta end this song, like.
Yeah, or you're like, "Oh, I've been staring at this random person that I don't know."
And they're probably like, well, does he know me, or does he just like not know?
Duh. But yeah, it can be a little yeah, I really gotta like jolt myself when I'm in like this. It usually starts by me saying something like uh just something really bizarre that usually makes me feel comfortable and I just say something weird to
Yeah.
start the whole thing.
Yeah, usually
Like
I find myself like, talking too fast. If I don't know what to talk about, I'll try to like really talk faster to kind of get through it because I'm always like, okay, get to the point, or talk faster to get to the next thing. So,
yeah,
so if you
yeah.
feel me doing that, that's like my little like inside saying like, okay, get to the next thing because somebody's gonna be like, like somebody's like, with a gavel is like, boo this man.
Yeah, like I'll mention I don't know why I do this, but to make me feel comfortable, I mention some sort of like human thing about myself. Like I don't know, I'll say like, "Oh man, I'm sweating a lot." Just to be like or I'll say something like, "Oh man, I really got to go to the bathroom." Just like
Yeah.
to make myself feel more human and like connected with everyone because like if they know like I don't know why, I feel like if I say something that's just human and they understand that I'm human and we're just like it's just I gotta ground myself in reality
Yeah.
because I'm like I'm being too dramatic in my head, like my nerves. Like
Oh
it's
yeah, yeah. Because I'll be telling people like, when you see me playing, like people are always thinking like, oh, you're probably wondering, okay, this comes first, that comes next, and like, no, I'm wondering, okay, what song am I going to play next, or
yeah,
like thinking something outside what I should be thinking about when I'm playing, but I'm thinking about something else, like, oh, what do I want to eat on my break or something.
yeah. When I'm playing, when I'm playing sometimes at like when I'm when we were playing out at
Yeah,
bars, I
right.
would literally stare at a TV sometimes while the game's like going on. I have no idea what's going on in the game. It's just like it was like soccer or baseball or something. I don't even
Right.
like really watch sports that much, but I would just be looking at that the whole time and being like, I wonder what's going on in the game. And like I'm looking at like the flags being called and stuff, and I'm still just going. And like I don't really think about like what's going on
It's
while
kind
I'm
of like
playing.
one of those.
It's like
It's kind of like being in the car and like daydreaming, and then you come back to reality, and you're like, "Wow, I think I've been driving for like 5, 10 minutes, and now you're watching
yeah,
the road."
yeah,
It's
and
like
you're
one of
just
those
like you're on
experiences.
autopilot. Yeah,
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah. So wait, how do you know Anthony, my friend Anthony DeSalvatore?
Yeah, so me and him met at an open mic at Del Apollo's, right off the McDade Boulevard.
Oh
I think
yeah, yeah,
I
I know
think
what
it
you're talking
was
about.
maybe 3 years ago. I'm gonna say 2 3 years ago. I walked in, and I've never done like an or an open jam. I've never really done the open jams before, so
Oh,
I was
it
kind
was an
of.
oh sorry, it was like an open jam, not an open mic.
Yeah, it was actually an open jam, not an open mic. And I was so used to doing open mics, and I've always heard of open jams, but I always heard of people saying like, oh, you can just walk up and start playing with people, and me, I'm like,
Hmm.
I not that like you need to really know music theory to do a lot of that stuff, but I'm like, I started getting like anxiety because I was always thinking like, what if they try to tell me to like start soloing? Like I don't know how to just
Yeah,
automatically like do anything like that. But then I went and started playing, and it was fun. Like because then I had Anthony, I had a bass player and a guitar player just playing behind me, and it was like me playing with a full band. But it was kind of just organically playing, and just
yeah.
following the beats, and it was cool.
It's fun when people don't take themselves seriously with the whole thing, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I think but open jams, they tend to just not be like serious. But if you have like someone serious at an open jam, like they'll be like kind of giving you a look if you hit like a dead note or something like that. And
right.
but
And everybody's always really nice that they encourage you to do better, and
mhm.
they'll kind of be like, oh, okay, well, hey, if you don't know, these are the chords we're playing, and
Yeah,
or
like
like
I
they
was
try to help
playing
you along
like
the way.
yeah, I was playing out the one time and I was doing like a harmonica solo, but they were playing in a minor key and I was like I don't know what the hell goddamn harmonica to play over this minor key. And
Right.
but yeah, I was because it was in the key of D minor, I think, and I was trying to play the F harmonica over it, but they were doing like these weird chords that were in like the a weird D minor scale, and I had to play like a B flat harmonica over it if it just
Hmm.
sounded because it was like a more bluesy minor thing,
Gotcha.
and so yeah, that's I learned something like that from the playing out at the open jam. That was in Nashville when I did that. That was
Nice.
yeah, but
That's on
people
my
out in
bucket list.
Nash
Nashville. Nashville has been on my bucket list. I definitely need to get down there.
yeah, Nashville is just filled with a bunch of great people, like great instrumentalists, like people who just focus on their instrument.
Yeah,
It's just literally like a session musician central.
that's
Just
awesome.
everybody just yeah,
But yeah, I
everybody
mean,
is just
I met
great at their
Anthony
instrument.
through the open jam scene, and he started coming to me like on the breaks and stuff, saying, "Hey, I mean, I really like that original you were playing," and I was like, "Yeah, I liked how you did the drums on that," and we just kind of hooked up from there and just started talking, and he would start playing guitar, and me and him would kind of just go off of ideas, and we just kind of kept in touch from there.
Oh yeah, yeah. He knows so many goddamn people. I'm like, where? How do you know all these people? Like, he literally just talks all the time. I tell him he's like really charismatic, and like he he just yeah. I don't even think I don't understand how he just remembers all these people and knows all these people. I
Yeah,
like I have a hard time with that. Like
me
some
too.
people will literally come. Some people will come up to me and be like, "Oh, you're Nick. I know you." Like I know them, but like I can't remember their name. I can't bring a name.
That's
I'm like,
so me. I'll be like,
yeah,
I'll
hi.
remember your face, but I won't remember your name. I'm like, ah, crap. I'm gonna
Y-
be like the biggest
y-
idiot if I'm like, yeah, what's your name again? Even though I've met you probably 3 4 times
Yeah,
already.
so you kind of just jump around that subject. You kind of
Yeah,
just be
you're
like,
trying to
oh
jump
yeah,
around
you
it so they
know,
act
from
like you've already known. You're like, I don't remember you, but hey, how you doing? Like,
that. It's like, oh yeah, you know me on Facebook. Yeah, just add me on Facebook. And
yeah.
it's like, now I don't know your name,
And then I gotta like
so how am I gonna
scroll through
add
your
you?
feed and be like, oh, that's where I met him. Yeah, that's where I met him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So how did you meet Anthony?
Oh, we started a band. We started a band in how long ago? I think I was like I'm gonna be 26 in like a month, and I think I was like 19